Can you imagine? Can you just listen to what this woman is saying? What right does she have to utter this rubbish? You want us to support the Association of First Past Governors? They have failed now. They had their chances. What did they do? Otti Ogala had his opportunities. He ruled Abia State for 8 years. What did he do? The other one, Ikpeazu, what did Ikpeazu do? The other one, Otti, what did he do? They all failed Abia State. If you go outside Nigeria, outside Abia State, as long as you open your mouth and mention that you are from Abia State, everybody will start looking at you as if you have not bet for the past 10 years. Because of the way the so-called governors, what they were using Abia State to do. You cannot be proud to say you are from Abia State. But Alex Otti came. Within 2 years, this man restored our confidence. Restored everything back. And somebody is coming out to open his or her nonsense to talk rubbish. Come, Doris Ogala, if you need money, go and ask Otti Ogala to give you money. Stop coming here to talk nonsense about Abia State. What do you know? What do you even know about politics? Get out, my friend. You know what you have been giving to Chris Okafor. You left your husband to go and meet Chris Okafor. You can as well leave Chris. Of course, you have left Chris Okafor already. You can go and meet Otti Ogala. Give Otti Ogala what you have been giving to Chris Okafor, so that they will give you the money you are looking for. You want Chris Okafor to buy you a house because he has sex with you. What is your problem? Now you are no longer talking about Chris Okafor and your sex activities with him. You want to channel your energy now to Abia State politics. Who are you, by the way? Go and sit down, my friend.
All right. Doris Ogala. Over here, you will see these are the Abians, the indigenous people of Abia, or people who are living in Abia State, that witnessed Otti Ogala regime, Otti regime, and the Ikpeazu regime. You will listen to what they said, and also you will see the project, the one that calls himself the sixth citizen of Nigeria, rather, the sixth citizen of Nigeria. You will see constituency projects that he abandoned. And this is a man that is claiming that, what's his name? Alex Otti is not doing anything. That he is coming to take over the governor of Abia State. Only constituency project he couldn't execute. He couldn't execute. And also, to Doris, we've seen that it seems you are, good. Because there is something I believe. Before bad person can use you, you yourself, you are equally bad. Because if you are not bad, there's no how somebody who is bad can use you to perpetuate evil. You must be evil before someone can use you to perpetuate evil. Because why I'm saying this thing, this recent rubbish you talk about Alex Otti, it seems you don't even have common sense. It seems you don't even get shame. You are still the social media, and people are somehow sympathizing with you, forgetting that both of you and Chris, both of you are partners in crime. Because whatever you are accusing Chris of, you are equally guilty of it. But it's just that people are seeing, the reason why you somehow, gain sympathy is because Chris, calls himself a pastor. That is why it looks as if you get, somehow sympathy. Now you have shown who you are. You've shown who you are. First of all, you first referred Otti Ogala as your boss. Now you Doris, I pity that man. That your so-called husband you saw the other day with you. Because now, where your eyes dey, man. If that man ever say make him have anything to do with you, he will regret it in this life and his next life. Because your eye dey far. Your eye no day down. Look at how you are defending rubbish. Everybody knows that when it comes to Eastern region, that Abia State is nothing to write home about. Even people who are not living in Abia State knows that that place is nothing to write home about. Look at rubbish you are talking. Doris, you see all these things you are talking about, Chris. For you to work with Chris, you must be an evil human being. You must be an evil human being, you Doris. Because if you're not evil, there's no how Chris at the first place can tell you to do some certain things, because we all are men. Not every woman will have as a girlfriend who will like to know what we are doing. There are some women that, men, you know, go like to review yourself to the person. You know, especially if you are into shady deals. There are some kind of women you will have. You will not open yourself to the lady. That's the honest truth. So for Chris to open his dark side to you, he has assessed you and discovered that you yourself, your own day, your body, you know good. Mona watch and see the constituency projects that this woman, what he name, the 60 Benjamin Carlo. You let go. Isina mahanoya, onya mahanoya beze. That citizen, if you see the way they brag, even the Tinubu never even brag the way the guy they brag say in a citizen of Nigeria. When I say only constituency project he couldn't execute, they bring him out for less Otti.
Former Abia State governors gang up against the current governor, saying that they reach a truce to ensure that the current Abia State governor, Otti, who is the best governor in Nigeria right now, does not return to power in whatever time they are doing the next election. This man is the only governor right now, maybe Sheyi Makinde, second, and the man they call Zulum somewhere in the north, Borno, third. These are the governors that are performing in Nigeria, that we can actually know, that we can see, even if we don't live in their states. But for the OGs and the others to gang up against Otti, it shows that the guy is actually doing things right. People of Abia State are not Muntula. They know what they are doing. Imagine ganging up against one man, maybe say they perform. Deputy Speaker against him. Otti Kalu against him. Theodore Oji, we be saying and Kalu, they fight before they agree together, they come together and they say they want to remove Otti. They even sue him to court now, saying that because he's operating from a private residence, that he refused to spend the Abians money to live an opulent life in the name of government house. So they have taken him to court over that. Anyway, you be the judge. These guys have been able to expose themselves that they are not actually, don't actually mean well for the people of Abia State. And their fear is that if this man finish all this work, the road network, all the work, which they are going to use to campaign during the next election, they are afraid that what they could not do for donkey years, one governor came in less than 2 years, he has been able to surpass, triple, quadruple that, and fix all the roads. That is what is paining them. Over to you, people from Abia State. What you need to do is to not re-elect these people, not Otti. You should not go to the Senate. You should not go to the House of Rep. Show them that you have the power to actually decide who governs you.
So there's an impression I want to correct about this news. Speaking as an Abian, those past governors have always been together since the cabal. TA brought in, Doris Ogala brought in TA brought in Ipazo. And that was the status quo for over 24 years before Alex Otti broke it, because he didn't have any political godfather in that state, and he wasn't brought by any past governor or the incumbent governor. As a matter of fact, Alex Otti's election and victory in Abia State was God's intervention, because the first opponent proposed by Ipazo, who also proposed to run, who was the former vice chancellor of Abia State University. He passed before the election, and he was a better candidate than the latter one that Ipazo hurriedly picked to replace him, because their whole game plan is to look for a puppet to bring as their, as the nest, so that he would cover their corruption and still continue the circle of godfatherism in the state and the circle of corruption. So Alex Otti's election was divine intervention and the full participation of Abian peoples. For a long while, that election and Governor Alex Otti's coming into power in Abia State, like beyond what we are used to, was something that brought, like, it was a relief. It was a break from a circle of corruption, a circle of hungry politicians, few hungry politicians that want to just control Abia State world. So they are not just coming together to fight Alex Otti. They have been together. They have been together from day one. They play with political parties. Today they will create one to use and nominate or send their relatives, even their children, their siblings. They just want to control and drain Abia State dry. And this is their another effort of them to see if they can strangle out power from Alex Otti. But Abia people I know will not allow that, because Alex Otti is doing so much for the state. He's breaking curses, he's breaking barriers that was put in place by these past politicians. And I am from Abia. I have lived in Abia. So I'm saying this with my full chest. Like, he is a breath of fresh air to that state. Things are changing for the best. And one thing I must also point out is not just about the road construction, which is quite good, and the infrastructural development, the light, the pension being paid, the salary being paid. It's not just about those things that a good governor should do. I want to say something that is unique to Abians. And I know it's in other states, because other states need to learn from this. Now, in Abia State, there is a lot of, I don't even know what to call it, because I think, yes, it's tribalism anyway, because in the Igbo, there is still other tribes or something. But like, there's this, within villages or tribe or what, clans, cutthroats, like, okay, for example, if a particular clan produces the governor, most of the state resources would be entering into the pocket of that particular, village or clan or whatever, and most of the nomination or appointment of anything, even being employed in public service, once a governor comes from one place, for example, one minister, like I am a lawyer, so like in the Ministry of Justice, once a governor comes from another place, employment just goes from one place. Employment for that minute, let me speak about the ministry I know very well, Ministry of Justice, goes like majority of the new lawyers coming into Ministry of Justice is from that place. Like, and it's not like something that is like, okay, let me do 60-40 or 50-50. Like, it's obvious, like 80% of employment comes from where the governor is from. Contracts, whatever, is just, this clan will do their own, then other clans will be praying that let my brother enter, or waiting patiently, fighting for their turn, so that once their brother enter, he will focus on them. Now, that was an appalling system. It was not sustainable. And I have to point out that I don't see that in Alex Otti's tenure. I don't see that in Alex Otti's governance of Abia State. Even there was the news that he appointed I think, head of public service or something. I'm not so sure. That was not even Abian, and there was a lot of outcry. You know, he's not even Abian, this one, that one. At least it shows that he's looking for credibility than a kinship. You understand? Which is very, very good for our state. We cannot continue like that, because if everybody is still in to look after his village, and it's not even like he's going to touch everybody in the clan, just the people he like or the people that roll with him. You understand? And people are just packing money. If you investigate a lot of Abian's politicians, which of course there are a lot, our previous governor before Ipazo won his election in I think his ESCC detention or what, and Ipazo have been investigated, and should I say his sidekick or what became an overnight billionaire. Ipazo was former like these guys, like our state resources is a life changer for them. Many of them, because of godfatherism, you come from the trenches and you become a multi-billionaire overnight. A multi-billionaire. And this is not something that I would say, we are complaining because we are not eating the money or something. Like, it is painful to see, because you see the state, and the state has so much more to offer. So much resources, so much industrialization. We have a lot of factories in Abia State that are not functioning. There are a lot. Like, there was a video that circulated then on social media when Governor Lesotho visited the state university, Abia State University, and you could have seen, like, you should have seen the state of hostels that students lived in. Like, a madman would feel uncomfortable staying in those places. The state had the money. Even, like, it's so bad that in the university you see private individuals like Uchoga trying to building infrastructures, and yet there will not be management of those infrastructures. Those things would depreciate because of corruption, deep-rooted corruption. When this one enter, I will do for my people. In the case of doing for his people, they don't like he's even doing anything. They will even do anything for their people. Nothing. They will just use it to steal money, buy lands, buy properties. And this coming from a lawyer. I know. I'm not saying something that I am hearing secondhand. I know there is a lot of corruption in Abia State. And our political leaders are the major problem we have. Before Alex Otti, Abia was so corrupt. Abia was so corrupt. It was so bad that they will steal the one for the public and steal your own. Individuals, pensions, they will chop, they will tear everything, they will steal everything. They will still even look for a way to choke hand inside your pocket and collect. It was very, very bad. So, just to summarize the whole thing, these people, they have been together. We are the problem of Abia. We are the problem of Abia. Research about our political history. This one brought in this one brought in this one to cover their asses, and that is why even they are politically relevant, because they tend to bring a I don't want to use an offensive word, but someone that would cover their mess, and that's why you don't see them going to cell no matter what they do, or you don't see proper investigations being done or evidence to the level of corruption they have perpetuated in the state, because the incumbent is covering their ass. And I know maybe it's not unique to Abia, because Nigeria is a whole lot of mess. But I thank God for where we are right now. And something they should know is that the people are interested. We are interested now in our leadership. We have seen what good leadership can bring, and we want it to continue.
Good day to our viewers all over the world, and welcome back to Local Journal. Honestly, it gladdens my heart to see Abians supporting their governor and making his resolution that they will stand by him come rain and come sunshine. You see, when you have somebody who is very honest on the throne and who is doing everything to ensure that he betters the lives of your people and gives the dividends of democracy to the populace, it is very easy for people to support him. The thing is this: This whole godfatherism in Nigerian politics is the reason why misgovernance has been the order of the day. And the singular fact that Governor Alex Otti doesn't have any godfather came and conquer. He saw it conquer is the reason why he has that free hand and he has that power and he has the wherewithal to do what he's doing today. So the thing is this: if you want to go back to the era of godfatherism where your people will swindle, all these wicked people will come swindle your money and take away what belongs to you without giving you the evidence of democracy or without doing any singular project, then you can go back to the clique of Otti Uzokalo. But if you want a continuity of good governance and to keep enjoying what you're supposed to enjoy, then of course you file behind Governor Alex Otti. I love what the Abians are doing and other Igbos are doing. May God bless you, because this is not easy at all. Fighting people who are hell-bent on doing everything to ensure that the righteous don't enjoy, or the people who are supposed to enjoy things don't enjoy it. It's not easy at all. And I hope you continue to remain resolute, and as you do, you all triumph against these people, this evil doer who are hell-bent on destroying the lives of Nigerians. This is my opinion. Drop what you think about this in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.